2013 was a record year for inward investment coming into Ireland, and I'm pleased to say we're seeing 2014 that momentum being maintained. And I think I would just like to place on record the excellent work that the IDA do in attracting inward investment. What I would acknowledge is the IDA took a decision some years ago to attract the leading tech companies, which at the time were very small companies, make sure that they base themselves here in Ireland as their EMEA headquarters. So one thinks of names like Google, eBay, PayPal, and more recently LinkedIn, Twitter. They're all here with their EMEA headquarters. But then, more excitingly, in the last few years, we've seen a new wave of companies that have come out on the back of the tech sector to support the leading companies. These companies are coming from typically San Francisco, Silicon Valley, or indeed New York has become an interesting tech center. They're well funded, great management talent, and because of their technology, they are moving internationally much quicker. And Ireland has been able to attract those companies and build clusters. And then on the back of that, you then have all the spin-offs that come with it. So if you think about it, jobs, the quality of the jobs, the range of skills that they bring. These are, as I said, it's a full gambit of jobs. Then there is the spin-off that comes with it in terms of they need offices. Does the office fit out? You're going to see shortly a lot more construction starting in Dublin because there is a need for office accommodation. Airline travel, and I think it's a recognition of the fact that Dublin now has the direct route with San Francisco. All the way down to catering, recruitment, etc. And then more importantly as well for other key service providers like banks, accountants, lawyers. All of those, as I said, are playing their part to ensure these companies base themselves here. Finally, what I'd say in that question is for every one new job that these companies create, there is a spin-off across the economy in support areas. Bank of Ireland is Ireland's #1 corporate bank. And I'm very pleased to say that in 2013, over 70% of new US companies coming into Ireland chose to work with Bank of Ireland, in particular with the team that I lead that works with new FDI companies. What do we provide them with? We provide them with a range of banking services. The first thing is provide them with a bank account. We process their payroll, collect their receivables, process their payables, provide them with an internet cash management service that allows initially headquarters, be it on Silicon Valley, to manage the accounts, allowing the transfer of that functionality in due course to the Irish operation. Back to other services like executives and employee banking, which we make very easy for them. Visa company cards, funding if required, treasury, deposit service. So it's the full range of services that we provide. We make it very easy for them. For example, we get their accounts open with the minimum of paperwork and on a very timely basis. And the customer feedback has been that that's why they like working with the Bank of Ireland, and that's why we have been so successful. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge the excellent work IDA do in attracting new FDI into Ireland. Bank of Ireland has a dedicated FDI team, which I lead, and we are closely aligned to the IDA in working with them on new investment prospects. We understand how the IDA works, in particular the confidentiality. We make ourselves available to meet itineraries here in Ireland, and we're also available to go and visit the companies in their headquarters in the United States. Bank of Ireland's FDI team is a key member of Team Ireland, and we're very conscious and privileged to play our part as Team Ireland in winning new jobs and investment into Ireland. We've been dealing in the US market for many, many years. In fact, we have a full banking license and we're represented through our office in Stamford, Connecticut. In our dealings, we would have had relationships with all of the leading US banks, but a particularly exciting development has taken place where earlier this year we signed a direct bilateral agreement with Silicon Valley Bank, who are a leading bank, particularly particularly working with the tech companies both on the West Coast and the East Coast. So this relationship or agreement now covers both inbound and outbound referrals, and we in the Bank of Ireland very much place a value on it, and we're very excited about the future potential of this new agreement. Our relationship with a new customer is multi-level. Initially, we're dealing with their headquarters with all parts of the setup. And then once the Irish management team has come on board, we then work closely with them. What we do is we provide a one point of contact to the company, both in Ireland and in the United States. We understand what they're looking for and we respond really promptly. As a further follow-on, we look to visit the US about every 2 months, to visit the parent, to understand where they are and make sure the services and products we can provide are aligned to their requirements. We've had a long track record in working with new FDI companies. We know what the customers are looking for, and the other commitment we give in the Bank of Ireland is we will work with all companies, be they small, medium or large. No matter where they're coming from, we'll provide them with the same service.